Cryonide's dead.
Oh, what's up? What?
Wait, where did TDreader join?
That's a big mystery. What? Sure.
What happened? I'm so confused.
Hey, if you're gonna watch any of my videos, do not watch the one from yesterday. Yesterday, everyone complained about.
You know what? Should we watch one from yesterday despite Shizu?
No. Shouldn't
Wait,
you
I'm
be
so
busy
confused. What's
breathing?
happening? You know,
Chat, Cryonide's
We're
dead. They killed him.
Poor Cryonide.
wait, you're live right now?
Yes, dude.
Your pal
No,
just
he was,
died and you wanna
he
watch
was
his
supposed to
video.
be here.
Rest in peace, Cryonide.
Dude, I bet you he fell asleep and forgot.
Yeah,
bro.
no. Wait, this dude's live right now.
All right, chat. They made a. Here, they made a fucking. Shizu made a video, so we're gonna watch that instead while we wait for him.
The newest one includes Lefty.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean.
DCI.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing it. I saw him in the thumbnail. I was like, oh.
You know what? Sure. You know what?
This is so fucking fourth
Wait, hold on.
wall-y.
TD, can you start like a share screen so I can show this to my viewers too?
Yeah. The haters can't cry.
Shizuception.
Okay.
My stream's been hijacked by TD, bro. My stream's been hijacked.
Dude, if you guys weren't in here, I'd be in so much trouble.
Like Cryonide, you're
I love how
kind
you
of
can
needed
see
for
that
the
I'm
stream. Come
live
on.
in your stream right now, by the way.
I have no idea what this is gonna do to my internet, but we're gonna try. All right, I'm gonna play it. All right, let's go.
I figured since the last video was about the DCI, I would double down and go ahead
really
and make
did
another
die.
DCI video. Ultimately,
By
that
the
discussion
way, if
from
you two are
last
watching
night
my
ended up
stream,
coming from a
mute
little
it.
concept also.
Because
Ignore the voice.
otherwise it's gonna be double.
Apparently, my little anger spout yesterday completely ruined my voice. Ignore it, please.
Chat, can you hear the video?
Anyway, that original concept that
I have to
the discussion
hear
of the
this video
DCI
in
actually came
1x
from a
speed again.
concept that a few of my friends have been talking about recently. That
Yeah,
being
you
the
crackhead.
idea of Lefty DCI. However, a lot of people don't accept it because they don't even believe the DCI exist. And I feel like I need to make it apparent that the DCI most certainly exists. Now, this is coming from someone that actually believed that the DCI didn't exist because their characters, they're just particularly unsatisfying to have their just arc be, oh, they were the toy animatronics and then what happened to them. We don't particularly end up learning all that much about them, especially considering
Shizu, is this
that
like your thoughts
since
on
Springtrap
Lefty
was
DCI or
defined
something?
as the only real animatronic there, that
It's kind of just my thoughts on the DCI altogether and what happened to him.
Actually passed on.
I also said there's the possibility of
However, I don't think that's
molten
particularly the
DCI as
case,
well, but
as within
it's
the
not as
original
strong
Five
as
Nights at
Lefty
Freddy's
DCI
trilogy,
because
like
it's
the
specifically
original
5
games,
things into one, not
the
10 things into
endings
one.
such as the Happiest
the
Day
stream-
mini games
why'd the screen
seemingly
go black?
suggest that the souls are not particularly connected to the animatronic, but rather connected
back, it's
to
okay.
the,
Okay,
casing
we're
of the
back.
animatronic. Hence why
Chat,
Happiest
Cryonide
Day
had a
was
time set up. I
originally
didn't
in
expect
Five
him to
Nights at Freddy's
die.
3, because the souls were inside of the casings.
You know what,
If
yeah, I'm
that's
gonna
the
pull
case,
up
then the toy
TD
animatronic
stream
being
so I can
scrapped
read his
would
chat
seemingly suggest that the casings box that we see in Five Nights at Freddy's 3 would be the ending of their characters. It's only now in the modern day where we've introduced the concept of remnant, and that is what contains the soul of the children, becomes a bit of a problem, because that means the MCI was never at Fazbear Frights, which is something that I've been saying for a while, but it also means that the DCI are not at Fazbear Frights. Or Maybe, maybe not. We're not particularly sure. From the sounds of it, they don't particularly have a solid animatronic. However, as we're shown inside of Follow Me, we can see animatronic pieces inside of the back room, fully there inside of Follow Me. So, more notably, I figure it wouldn't particularly be that there weren't any animatronic pieces. I just don't think that any of the pieces were put together into a solid working animatronic. It's like if you walked into an animatronic parts and service room and then tried to get a whole animatronic out of it. You'd most notably find a few arms, maybe some eyeballs, a bunch of metal pieces that you don't know how to put together, but ultimately, unless there's a solid animatronic there, most people don't know how to put it back together in the first place. And if you put it back together, it wouldn't particularly be the same exact animatronic that it was back.
By the way, if he's not here, one of you is welcome to fill his role, because I have like an entire slideshow set up. I planned for this.
So, you know, I mean, I am live currently. I could.
You two are both. Yeah, you two both can if you want.
DCI or the pieces of the toy animatronics endoskeletons at the bottom of the box.
No.
However, that is then where the concept of Lefty
No,
DCI
seeing the Happy Bird, I will rage.
The fact that we don't know what happened to that metal. It could be inside of the parts and service box in Five Nights at Freddy's 3, or Lefty DCI seemingly suggests that Henry went on to melt down the DCI into.
My chat is really
There's also a third option that I haven't really heard a lot of people talk about.
What have you done,
I'll become the Cryonide.
Everything being inside of Molten Freddy. I know that's a bit redundant, but I think it kind of makes sense.
Should I like change my like PNG tuber to Cryonide for the rest of the stream?
That would be so valid.
Help wanted. And specifically, the stories are about 5.
Dude, he's gonna be so upset when he wakes up, and he's gonna be like, "Fuck."
However, it is still very much a possibility.
This is like the event of our lives, and he forgot.
Were then melted down inside of Molten Freddy, so that way there would just be 10 souls inside of Molten Freddy, and it was just the fusion.
Oh, he was here the whole time.
I'll try to do Cryo's accent too.
Hey guys, what's going on?
As well, and that they've been here for a very long time. Although the original concept,
I'm sleeping right
as
now.
I would go on to talk about, I've had multiple videos where I've tried explaining.
Cryonide's dead, Prince.
Yeah,
He just
Cryonide
dead.
fucking died, everybody.
Yeah, he just died.
Withered Circle also died, but we knew that in advance. He's in a different time
Yeah,
zone.
we knew that one in advance.
That's fine.
But in both instances, it only shows the MCI becoming one body.
This is Shizu and Narrow Raven is in the call right now.
Animatronics being melted together into one. And the Candy Gadette stories, every single one of them is about 5 things.
I love how your chat, TD, is also going to the Jackie's Box brain rot.
My name is.
Good to see I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
2 of the events actually refer to things or characters or people or children or whatever you want to say they are, and then the other one refers to a specific set of objects. That
Cryo, you are currently obliterating my retention, so I'm gonna have to go to the PowerPoint. You leave me no choice. I feel so bad. We worked so hard.
do we just do it now?
Yeah, probably.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. And if that's the case,
hold on, chat.
Again, where did
I'm
the
gonna.
animatronics go?
Should I introduce myself to your stream since I've like never been on your channel before?
Should.
Okay, hi TDread stream. I am Narrow Raven. I do FNaF Theorist content too. I met Dread like 3 days ago, and now I'm here. I'm currently live myself, as you can see on stream right there. Narrow Raven, 7 watching live.
7 watching live.
That's a good number. That's a good number. Alrighty, chat. We gotta find some good music.
Hello, everyone. Also, don't forget to swap the... Yeah, alright. Okay, so this is the PowerPoint.
And if anyone is interacting with Cryonide over the next few days, tell him he's a bum.
No copyright classical music. This is going to be interesting.
Featuring Cryonide. Yep.
I'm ending my stream.
I'm now Cryonide.
My stream. Turn Shizu's volume up. There we go. Okay. Classical music copyright free. Sounds like a dream. Remember, chat, this is an educational slideshow.
Classic music.
The Best of Beethoven. That sounds fucking phenomenal.
It's educational.
Alright, chat. Welcome to Awesome Lefty DCI Proof. My name is TDreader, and these two are Cryonide.
In Cryonide.
I'm Cryonide.
We unfortunately had to dissect him into two people. We had to split him up. We call it Cryo Duo. That's the name of the new theory.
It's beautiful.
Alright. Exhibit A! The Scooper. Now, the giant-ass scooper from Sister Location would utterly destroy Lefty if that was used to insert spirits into him. However, this scooper is a single needle. And there is one point on Lefty that is damaged. If you go into his model, the glass on his left eye is completely shattered. So, of course, this is not reaching, and this is undeniable evidence. The scooper smacked him in the eyeball, and infested him with remnant. Business name. Next. Alright, this one's actually pretty good. Let me turn down the fucking music. Alright. This one I actually like. This one I actually like is the E, which is extract, and we see the puppet in the blob, which is very odd. So that implies that at some point, Lefty extracts the puppet from it and releases it, which I do think is interesting because we see the other three burn in Pizzeria Simulator. You see screenshots of Afton burning, Molten Freddy burning, and Baby burning, but you never see a screen cap of Lefty burning. And then in...
Oh, also, the rooms.
Yeah, there's 3 rooms, right? Only 3?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then the puppet's mask is in the blob. So at some point it lets it go, which is very, very interesting. What do we think of that, chat? Are the DCI in the blob? That would be
see the
fucking
puppet
insane.
mask in Stitch Line.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying from in the epilogue, it's in a fucking paper bag.
Imagine that's your lunch, just a marionette's mask.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Alright, let's go next. Now this I found very interesting. This is from an interview with the voice actress for Lefty, where someone asks, why does Lefty sound so different from the puppet? And the answer, she can't answer it. She says, probably a question for Mr. Scott. With a winky face. Which is incredibly odd. And we'll get to later, there is a very weird thing about that voice actress that goes and actually throws a wrench into, like, every theory that's ever existed, and it's super fucking weird. But we'll get into that at the very end, because that's my trump card. So... Update chat, Cryonide is still dead. He's still nowhere to be seen.
The Cryonide duo just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So. Let me look at chat to see if they have any interpretations. Yeah, the blob doesn't make sense to be from the MCI. That is true. Actually, what do we think it is? This has been a topic forever. I've heard, like, it's the, all the human employees that died in the Pizzaplex or something. I've heard a bunch of stuff for the blob. What do you guys think it is?
My interpretation is it's the Mimic's Molten Freddy.
So he's trying to make a new one?
Yeah. All of its victims.
Because he's a role player.
Yeah.
Could make sense.
I bet you the Mimic is freaky. Alright. Inject some remnant into cryo. I'm not injecting Cryonide with anything.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
All right. Now, we are about to enter into insanely copious speculation.
Here we go.
This is going to be absolutely ridiculous. Prepare.
I better not see Gumdrop Angel.
Happiest day. Now, all of these 5 kids are already chilling here before you gather any MCI kids. So if you believe that the puppet does its work after FNaF 6, because in UCN, it says, I don't hate you, but stay out of my way, implying that the puppet is still working, the puppet is still trying to release spirits. So you could say, if that happens after FNaF 6, then this little domain expansion that the puppet is in is Lefty. And that's why these 5 kids are there with it before it even gathers them. Am I reaching? Certainly not.
What's up, Crash?
Well,
Domain expansion.
Reads, good to see you. Shiz, hi. Narrow, you mother effer. You have to explain.
He's alive! He's alive!
My
He
stream's
lives!
been hijacked. Cryo's alive?
He lives!
Wait, what's going on? Is this live or something?
Yes!
Yes.
No, this is live. My stream's been hijacked by TDreader. So
I had no choice. I'm sorry. It was you or me.
Wait, so they can hear me? They can hear me?
yes, everyone can hear you.
Oh, great. So that's in the public now. Hello, Moits, Crashmaster, Narrow Raven, how dare you?
Should we do the obligatory Music Man mention?
Music
I
Man
Show the
DCI?
image.
I swear. No,
Yeah, he's coming.
you don't even get to, because you don't even get to. You know why? Because Nero over here is like, all the work, all the evidence, all the work I helped him put into one theory, 3 MCI, and now I'm seeing some chat room saying, "Oh, I'm gonna fix it." What? Oh, really? So
Where were you?
You're gonna fix it. You're gonna fix the theory that we made together without me, and all the work I put in. I was most of that video. I did that
What is
script.
happening?
Oh my!
I don't know.
I'm lost.
Why did you die?
Bro, I
Hi,
can't
Cryonide. It's
explain.
Cryonide.
What's
Cryonide.
What's up? what happened?
We split into 2.
Yeah, I replaced you.
Right now, I'm coming here because I helped Nero create one of the best possible FNAF theories, in my opinion, 3 MCI, and I took so much work, over thousands, 10,000s of words plus, and now Nero has the audacity in the chat to be like, "Oh, I'm gonna fix it because I think it could be better. It has problems." I'm like, "Ooh, how dare you?"
There's too many.
Crash. But okay, you know what? I want to ask this. Hey, Carl. So since me and Shizu are now you're split, yourself split into 2, we should do a video on your channel where it's just me and Shizu taking over.
Oh no! Oh lord!
All right. Cryo, quick. Let's make our great escape.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, probably. I don't want to hijack their stream the whole fucking time they're doing it.
How did I get here?
I don't mind if you hijack my stream.
Hold on a sec.
We were just getting into the lefty DCI.
It's canon. That's all you need to know.
nitty-gritty.
All you need to know is that it's canon.
Yeah, it's canon.
Is
It's
it
real.
canon? Okay, it's canon, but is it in the game's continuity?
It's in the movies.
Christ.
That's a good question.
Yeah. Okay.
It's in the movie.
So quick thing. I'm strict when it comes to terminology. The Silverize is canon. Oh, that must mean it's in the games, right?
Not
No.
the same continuity.
Wait. So you're saying that the silver
I just need. Can I just get some backup real quick? How I put so much heart and soul and work.
Run,
into the
Cryonide! Oh my
What's going
god.
on in there?
We finally escaped.
Dude, he was so aggressive about it. I don't even know what theory he said it was. Something of whatever.
Finally, we fucking escaped. Okay.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Everything is okay, chat. Everything's
All right.
okay.
So fill me in on what's happened.
Alright, so
What
we'll
have I
go
missed?
back. We were talking about this. The scooper.
Oh, we're talking Scooper already.
Yeah, well that was the first slide. So
All right.
yeah. Alright, chat, observe. Because I do think it's very interesting that he deliberately has damage to that eye, and this scooper is a needle. And that is the only point on him that's damaged.
Yeah, that's the weirdest part about it. The fact that the scooper is just like a needle on the inside feels really... That feels way too intentional, you know?
Yeah, considering the last one is literally like a spoon.
Yeah. Because, first of all,
yeah.
why did Henry build a scooper? Like, the fact that there's a scooper there in general...
All. Yeah, the fact that it's there at
Yeah.
all is absolutely absurd.
And it's not like it was just built later, right? Like, Henry has the blueprints. And the only other two things he has blueprints for down there, he also built.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like the cut content where there's like Molten Freddy blueprints, but like, whatever. Those are cut.
Yeah, nobody cares about that. And then Extract we went over, how the puppet's mask is somehow in the blob and you never see it burn.
Yeah. Which... So there is one other meaning for Extract that I kind of...
no.
No. You know what's fucked up?
Yeah.
Like, I can't tell how real this is. So, Extract, right?
Yeah.
The scooper, like, theoretically speaking, the scooper was used on Lefty with the puppet inside, right?
Yeah.
Here's the thing about the puppet. Between, what's the last time we actually see the puppet mask before the blob?
The mask, well, that would be in that one screenshot of Lefty from, like, when you close the game or whatever. The one where it's, you don't see the mask, but you see his arm.
Yeah, I'm saying the mask
FNaF
because...
3, chronologically,
Yeah.
FNaF 3.
Because sometime between FNaF 3 and Security Breach, the puppet mask loses the tears it has. And a lot of people say that the tears are indicative of, like, that's Charlie's presence there.
I would say so.
So what if that's what gets extracted? Like,
Charlie?
what if... Yeah, what
Like
if
it
the
gets released?
scooper... what if the scooper was used to extract Charlie's soul from the puppet? Like, what if that's what extract means? Because somehow Charlie was able to move on.
Yeah, Extract is fucking weird, because you never see the puppet leave Lefty.
Yeah.
That's the weird thing. Any ideas, chat, for Extract? That is weird. That is a weird part of the name. Because people were shitting on us and saying that fuse is just it fusing with the puppet. Okay, what's Extract then? Because you never see it extract the puppet. You never see it take the puppet out of itself. In fact, that would be the opposite of the point of the machine.
But why would the extract be in Lefty's name and not the scooper? Yeah, that's like the weird part. I'm just trying to think of what the hell extract could really mean. Because the only other thing is that it, like, just dumped the puppet somewhere, right?
In the dumpster.
Yeah. But then that brings up the question. We don't know exactly where Charlie... We don't know exactly where Charlie is in FNAF 6, but during Henry's, like, final speech, he definitely addresses Charlie directly. So, like, she's there still.
We'll come back to this, chat. This is our trump card. What's on screen right now? It's about to change for you. We'll get back to this. This is our trump card.
Oh, God.
Why does Lefty sound so different from the puppet? Probably a question for Sir Scott, Winky Face Emojicon.
Oh, boy.
And they have different voice actresses. How strange. How very mysterious. But T-Dreads, it's 2 different versions of the character. That's true. But guess who voices Alive William Afton and Scrap Trap? Guess who voices Scrap Baby and Circus Baby? The same person.
Guess who voices Molten Freddy and half of the other male animatronics?
Oh, me.
Wait, what?
Next, and this is where we went into copious speculation about Happiest Day.
Oh, Lord.
I'm not even gonna bother this one.
This is where things get weird.
But I will tell chat about my crackpot theory about FNaF World.
Oh, I don't even know exactly what this is.
It's just, so chat, if you've seen my video, the Candy Cadet story that only has like 2 views or something, the other one did way better. But if you've seen the Candy Cadet video I put out before that, I say that the first story, the woman is Charlie.
Yeah.
And she's gathering 5 keys to escape from a burning building. Now, in Save Them, you have the puppet and you have Withered Freddy. You're playing as Withered Freddy. And now this one is a real stretch. This one's really a stretch.
Oh, yeah, this.
But, in FNaF World, there's a move called Escape Key. And the puppet in that story is trying to gather keys to escape a burning building. And 3 characters can learn Escape Key. Withered Freddy, the puppet, and Shadow Freddy. And now, depending on how you interpret the story, I don't know why this slide is so fucked, but anyway, depending on how you interpret the story, Shadow Freddy, which is the other character that can learn it, comes from the puppet. That's a theory I see floating around a lot. Because he says, "I am your wickedness made of flesh," and that was the first murder that William ever did. So you really have, this is why this is in the copious speculation section, because this one is really a stretch. But I do think it is
super
very
stretchy, but it's like
it is interesting.
What if?
It is interesting.
This isn't something we would ever use.
No, we would never use this in a theory. This is just something I wanted to point out, because what are the odds?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is weird. It is very weird. Because if you're saying that Shadow Freddy comes from the puppet being murdered, which a lot of people do, in my opinion, I think it would be the MCI is one of them and the DCI is the other.
That feels like it makes the most sense.
Yeah, but there is a chance that his first murder could have created Shadow Freddy. I've seen that floating around.
Shadow Freddy equals MCI, Shadow Bonnie DCI.
Yeah, that's the one I like more. That's why we never use this as evidence. But it is very odd that the woman with the 5 keys who's trying to escape the building has Withered Freddy and the puppet as the only 2 that can learn it, and then Shadow Freddy is another
Escape key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is very interesting.
Shadow Freddy could the acme of the puppet, not the MCI. How does Shadow Bonnie fit into that? How does Shadow Bonnie fit into
anything? It's Toy Bonnie. Toy Bonnie doesn't even do anything.
Shadow Bonnie is Eleanor. Yo, go to the next slide.
Alright. Now, time for the comments. So now Cryonide and I will address comments.
Oh, goody.
Alright. Let me sip my water while the stream waits to catch up. $48 viewers. We're fucking famous.
We're famous, dude. We fucking got it.
Alright. I'm still not fully sure if Lefty DCI could be a possibility, but one thing I will say about it, the idea that both the puppet and DCI were put into Lefty is funny, because it shows that even after FNaF 2, they're still together as a group of non-missing kids. And I like that one. Because those are all the kids that were found, and they would be sharing the same space.
I do like the idea of Lefty being just like all of the FNAF 2 kids.
Yeah, that would be fucking cool. All right. The next slide has a ton more. We'll start at the top. Lady Lucky's been commenting like 8,000 times. I've seen it on other videos.
Lady Luck is half of our comments.
Yeah. Algorithm padding.
True.
All right.
To notice.
So, and they say, one thing to note is that Lefty's left eye is black, while Molten Freddy's left eye is glowing. And that could be to correlate Agony and Remnant as a way to parallel each other. And I thought that was really cool. Because they do kind of, if you put them side by side, they do have that design element that Scott deliberately made to, like, look similar.
I feel like it's definitely meant to parallel. I don't know if it's Agony specifically.
I don't either, but I do think the look of it is super, super deliberate. That they both have one eye.
No, that's definitely
Yeah,
intentional.
yeah.
Putting them side by side, they both only have one eye that's active and it's opposite eyes. That's definitely intentional.
Right. This is a different interpretation, but I thought it was interesting. So Dan V's clip says that William might be the kind man in the story. Because in like the Silver Eyes in the movie, the Yellow Rabbit is like a kind man from the perspective of the animatronics.
Hmm.
And then the burglar would be William Afton. But the kind man would be Spring Bonnie. So he brings them toys and gladness. You know, so it's kind of like the kids are gaslit. You know?
But that would mean that Spring Bonnie is stitching the kids together.
And not William Afton.
Still, It's just still weird.
Yeah. Foxy Go-Go-Go's version of the MCI does suggest...
That drawing is so ugly.
He looks beautiful.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Look at that stupid ass kid.
He's wonderful. And then he also says that the MCI could have all been found at once, because like every incident of it that we see since FNAF 1's newspapers is them all together.
That is weird, because like it's that way in Into the Pit as well. Into the Pit, Foxy Go Go Go. I do want to bring up the idea of DCI having 6 deaths.
Yeah, there are 6
Because
blood spots.
Yeah, the 6th blood stain.
Of course, that's because the 6th one is Andrew, but
Oh, let's relax. So I'm trying to figure out what the chances are that one of those is Charlie's, and I feel like the chances might be low. But at the same time,
the
there's
one
definitely
under the
a blood.
box.
Yeah, but like she died outside in an alley. So like
Maybe the
would
puppet
that
dragged her
blood
back
stain-
in there. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. The fact that there's a 6th bloodstain is weird.
All right, in FNAF 3, we can see the animatronic toy costumes in the box, but we do not see their metal. So Henry could have yoinked that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Because at that point he probably had the scooper, right? So he might have, packed them up.
Mm-hmm. And then bringing toys and gladness. So they think that the old man is the puppet in the story. Because it's literally, I mean, it is literally a gift machine. It is literally a prize counter.
Yes, that is true, but
then what's the coffin? If it's the puppet, what's the one coffin?
yeah, the fact that there's one coffin.
The puppet
makes
puts
that.
all of them into different things.
Yeah,
Like literally, you see it like 8 times.
yeah, you see give gifts, give life.
Yeah, which is somebody putting them into multiple things.
I think the 6th death couldn't be Charlie because she died at the first location. To save them takes place in the 2nd location. Do we know that it took place at the first location? No, I don't think the kind man can be Charlie though.
No, I think the gender and age is deliberate.
Yeah,
They say young woman, you know? Young
yeah,
boy.
like that.
Yeah.
That's definitely Charlie. Like young woman's definitely Charlie. Kind man. like maybe you could say that it's now. Like even if you try to think like, oh, this could be William, and we're like being gaslit. No, I don't think so.
I think it's.
Because
I think Henry's the best bet.
Yeah, because then who's the burglar? Also William.
Yeah, that would be a really weird story. All right, boom. The knock at the door is likely the police asking what happened to the bodies, aka the theory that Henry, the kind man, was convicted in the FNaF 1 newspapers. If he did move the bodies, it would explain why they convicted him. So this still could be for Lefty DCI, because remember, they say that we're looking for the old restaurant owner. We're trying to track him down, I think, is a specific word they use.
Yeah.
So they might think Henry did it, or that Henry moved the DCI kids, and the knock at the door is the police going to arrest him. So that still could work with Lefty DCI, or it could be with something else. But I have heard that before. The knock is the police.
Yeah. I feel like it would be very weird for the knock to have, like, to not be a reincarnation of the stitched together bodies.
The little boy would be Michael, because he is still young compared to the rest of the cast.
Yeah. But, like, that's the story we're, like, the least sold on, to be honest.
The Red Snake story, we have no clue. Now this one, Cryo, I really liked. The mound in Midnight Motorist is the FNaF 4 title screen, where these things are crawling out of.
How did this get here?
That is funny though. I've never heard that before though. That is funny.
I mean, I haven't heard of it either.
But look at it, they're crawling out of something. I don't know if it's bushes or.
I don't know what they're crawling out of. That's just a mess.
When do we think FNaF 1 happens? I don't even know anymore.
Yeah, like I was a 93 believer for a while, then there were like multiple reasons to not believe it, and then I just stopped caring, to be honest.
Yeah. I genuinely have no idea. It does look like bushes, because by the top, by Bonnie, there's like leaves.
Yeah, I do see that.
But it would be cool.
And I think I can kind of see it underneath Foxy.
Alright, chat, here's a little section I like to call Fuck You. I fuck all of you. You all suck.
Oh, goody.
Alright, chat. Alright, now give me your best explanation as to why Henry has a scooper blueprint and a scooper below the pizzeria. Do it, I dare you. Where would he find the scooper blueprint, first of all? Why would he need it? The other two blueprints, Lefty and Rask, are specifically things Henry has going for his plan in FNaF 6. Henry uses Lefty, Henry uses Rask. So why does Henry have a blueprint of the scooper, and why is there one directly 50 feet below where he is standing? Thank you. Explain now. Rask is that's the thing that rolls around in the vents making noise. Like the lore.
Yeah, that's the audio lore. I don't know if we like have confirmation that that's what it is, but like that's.
It has wheels on it, and it's a little triangle.
Yeah.
The scooper is for luring FNAF. Oh no, he's talking about Rask. Sorry, I was about to say.
Yeah.
The scooper is for luring the animatronics. Okay, cool. So why is that the one he shows in the ending?
Because like there's no reason that would be there without. Because After Robotics is owned by Fazbear Entertainment, but that's not the same.
I'm about to fuck with them again. Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm about to fuck with them again. It is Sister Location Blueprints. FNaF 6 Scooper Blueprint. I'm about to piss him off.
Because here's the thing for people in chat. That scooper is inherently not the same one in Sister Location. Like, look at the scooper we see in Ruin, because that's what ends up happening, right? Because that's what that scooper is. Because that's the FNaF 6 area, and that's where we see a scooper. Those are two very different things.
I'm still about to piss him off. All right. The blueprints that William and Henry make have a completely different layout. That's Henry's blueprint. He's just crediting it to Afton Robotics because that's the company that made it. Look at Lefty's blueprint. Look at William Afton's.
Yeah.
The blueprint designs are entirely different. They have the copyright in a different area. They have the thing that they're labeling in a different area. So this is Henry's blueprint, but he's crediting it to where, like, look, the way it's labeled is the same way Henry labels his stuff. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Afton's blueprints are entirely different. They have an entirely different design. So I think this is Henry's blueprint. Same with the Molten Freddy in the files. That's Henry saying what it is and security tags, blah, blah, blah. If that's canon. But it is scrapped, so I don't know if we're using that. But Henry...
I'm not using it for shit.
It is interesting, though, that these blueprints are entirely different colors. And Williams makes his in 3D. Henry's makes his with a drawing.
But then why is Henry's blueprint not the Ruin one? So I think what this mostly is, I think this is like, rather than this just being a blueprint that he's like building something off of, I think these are his notes.
He's making notes on what the things do.
Yeah, I think he's trying to figure out what it does because he's trying to build his own. Because we have to think about it. Who else could have built the one in Ruin?
Also, you guys in chat are right. I'm just overanalyzing it. But that's the point. I do not know. The only other
style
argument...
and designs even matter. Afton just grew back his bone.
That was Remnant Scott intended that.
But no, it's like someone had to build that scooper, and it's in the FNAF 6 area, and Henry has blueprints for a scooper. It was almost certainly Henry who built it. The only other person that could
Vanessa,
maybe ever build it, is Vanessa. And it's like, why the hell would Vanessa build it? And can she build it?
But they describe them as hackers in the... I know GGY at least. I don't know if they have, like... Excuse me. I don't know if they have mechanical knowledge.
But that's not the same scooper from Ruin. Right, but like, the fact that that blueprint is
and
there.
He has a blueprint that he made about how everything works on the scooper.
Yeah, it feels to me like he was studying what that is, and then he built his own. And then when he builds that scooper, what does it have? It has that little needle, like, in the middle of its claw.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the design's a lot different. It has that needle. That's for precision. What do we see with Lefty? One small, one tiny blemish on it. It's just the eye.
If you
Everything
go
else
into
about
his
that
eye,
animatronic is
the
normal.
glass is cracked. It's like, if you go into Lefty's eye and help 1 or 2, the glass on it is like shattered.
Yeah. If you like zoom in on the model there. So it's like we have Henry. So Henry has blueprints for a scooper. There is a scooper in the FNAF 6 area that we can see in Ruin. It has a needle on it which would help with precision compared to the one that we see in Sister Location. And Lefty has a very small, for all intents and purposes, a very small injury on it.
All I'm saying, chat, is that Henry has blueprints of a scooper, and there's a scooper directly underneath the pizzeria. That's all I'm saying. is he's learning about how it works, and he has one within 10 feet of that place.
Scooper the blueprint is a concept for what Henry wanted, but Afton found it and repurposed it into the one at Sister Location. While the one ruined its finalized version Henry wanted. That would mean that Henry wanted to experiment with souls before Afton did.
All right. Now here's a problem with it. I'm gonna bring up some problems that people had now.
Yeah.
Henry in the Insanity ending deliberately roasts William for doing Molten MCI. So if he were to do the same type of thing, that would make him a hypocrite.
Yeah, well, I don't particularly think that Henry is sane.
Well, he also is insane, but in the other continuity at least. So the only reason I could think of him doing it is if damage of some sort was already done, and it would be part of paragraph 4.
Yeah, because I could see him justifying this by like saying it's for the greater good because he's trying to bring all like everything together.
Yeah, that's the only
Like,
reason I
he's
can
ju-
see him doing
yeah.
it is if it's part of FNAF 6, and he knows they're going to be free anyway.
Yeah. Does it still make him a hypocrite? Yes,
Yeah,
for sure.
I guess. I mean, William did it to set them to new purpose, though. Henry would just be doing it to set them free.
Yeah, like Henry still wants them to be free. It's just he's doing this with it.
There's only 6
He's still
graves.
in it.
Gravestone ending is only 6. That is another big problem.
What are the scoopers for lobotomies? Like the one he gives you in the Insanity?
True.
True.
Also, Chad, sorry for my mouth noises. I just finished working out, so I'm eating Greek yogurt. This is very important.
It's very. This is canon. This explains everything.
This is canon to the games. TDreader's eating yogurt. Alright, Cryonide, why is there only 6 graves? We're fucked.
Yeah, that's. So the real issue with this is the fact that the DCI is never mentioned at all in this game.
Yeah.
Like, the DCI isn't mentioned ever outside of FNAF 2. It's not even really mentioned in FNAF 2, I'm not gonna lie. You just see the bodies.
But then in Help Wanted, there's like 7 or 8 graves or some weird shit. I don't fucking remember. It's in the Dreadbear DLC.
I don't think he's whatever kills illusion to experiments. No.
Let me see
It's
here.
also 6th grade world.
Curse of Dreadbear.
Henry is more than willing to sacrifice random people for his plan to succeed. I don't.
There was a way out
Do we think
planned,
that's
though.
true?
There was a way out planned, they said.
Yeah, there was a way out plan, but then he saw it was Michael who signed up. He's like, yeah, you know what? You probably don't want
Yeah,
it.
alright, so in
You know
Toy
what? I
Chica's
don't need it."
backpack, there's 7. And in Help Wanted, there's 8. Or 9.
Yeah.
There's
so
9
What
in
the
Help
shit?
Very odd.
Also, yeah, someone brought this up in chat.
Eventually
Not
spirit.
everyone needs to have a grave because Elizabeth doesn't have one.
That's true, now they're just the bite victim. I guess it's trying to say the spirits that were in Five Nights at Freddy's 6, maybe? That's what they think? No, because Elizabeth is a spirit. Yeah. So Elizabeth
Yeah.
should have been there too.
Yeah, she should be there by that logic.
Hmm.
How many graves are there overall if we decide to not make them all the MCI graves?
But there would be like 13.
Yeah.
Plus
Okay,
Andrew.
wait, how many dead kids are there in total? There's
5
wait, so
MCI,
how many
5
dead kids do we have in total?
5 MCI, 5 DCI, the Crying Child. God knows how many experiment kids there were.
Child. Yes, like Crying Child, Elizabeth, Charlie.
Potentially experiment victims, but we don't know.
Yeah, potential 6th MCI victim.
Elizabeth. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, potential 6th
I'm at 14. right now.
MCI and DCI. Potential 6th MCI and 6 DCI kids.
Yeah,
'Cause there's-
that would mean 15 potentially.
Oh my god, dude. William has got a nice KD, dude.
Yeah.
His KD's crazy. Alright, chat. I think it's time we bring out our trump card.
Oh boy, is this what I think it is?
Oh, it is! Chat, fuck
Oh,
you! Nobody likes you.
Chat, we fucking hate you guys.
Boom! Well, chat. Look at this job description. How very, very strange. You all suck. What a strange...
You want to read what it is out
Let's
loud so I
see.
can talk about it before it... Okay, there
Job
it is.
description. This is for a character in the upcoming expansion to FNAF 6. This script is very short, but the character is important nonetheless. The character is Lefty, a possessed, sentient bear who likes to whisper a taunt after killing the player. Why does Lefty sound so different from the puppet? That would be a question for Mr. Scott.
Lefty is possessed. That, like, Scott just said that outright. Lefty's
Now then.
possessed.
If I am inside my house, chat, am I my house? No. Thus, if the puppet is inside of Lefty, Charlie is not Lefty. So all of y'all
is not possessing Lefty by being trapped
can
inside of Lefty.
thoroughly
Charlie's possessing the puppet.
thoroughly suck upon my nuts as long as you are over 18.
And it's like Charlie, if Charlie was possessing Lefty, wouldn't the voice actor be the same?
Yeah, it's not possessing Lefty though. It's possessing the puppet, which is inside of Lefty.
Yeah.
Lefty is a possessed sentient bear.
Lefty is possessed, and I don't think it's by the puppet.
Yes.
Also, you have to
all
consider,
suck.
extract is a thing.
Yeah, it extracts it.
Something was extracted from Lefty.
And remember, chat,
Puppet fused
this
with
is
Lefty,
chat.
even if you want to say it's like that.
Well, chat, you got to remember, this is UCN. The puppet isn't in Lefty. The puppet is its own character. In UCN, it's described as a possessed bear. In UCN, Lefty's described as a possessed bear, where Charlie's already her own character.
Because we have to think like this. Even if you want to go down the road of Lefty fused with the puppet and fused with Charlie, what do you think extract is then? Like the extract at the end of Lefty's name, that has to have happened. So in my mind, Charlie, there's no way Charlie's a part of Lefty there. That doesn't make sense to me.
Well, especially because she's her own character in the game.
Yeah. But at the same time, Scrap Baby and Circus Baby are both there, and they're the same person.
And the fact that she refused to answer it, that is interesting.
Okay, I feel like you could chalk that up to she doesn't fucking know anything about FNaF lore. I don't know how much she knows.
I feel like Lefty being a possessed sentient, that's odd. Because Lefty's never possessed. Lefty, as far as we know. Yeah. Lefty houses something that's possessed. Lefty has a possessed thing inside of it.
Extract either remnant or agony. But if you extract the remnants or agony from something that's possessed, are they still possessed? You're at that point you're taking that away. Are they still possessed in that regard?
Chat, regardless of what you think, you have to admit that is very strange wording. And also,
Scott didn't even, that's a good
whispering a
Scott
taunt, the way he phrases that's not something Charlie does. Charlie doesn't whisper a taunt. That implies it might be something else. And I do think Lefty's voice actress is different from the Vengeful Spirit, if I'm correct.
Yes.
I don't think that's
I would have to look it up. There's another good point. Scott didn't even tell Steelwool the lore. I doubt the voice actors
That's true.
knew.
He didn't tell the people making the game the lore. Scott's kind of a bot.
Technically, Freddy isn't possessed. The endoskeleton is. I mean, sure, but like I said,
you could say that you could say that endoskeleton is Freddy.
Whatever pieces of Charlie that could be possessing Lefty, I believe were extracted.
It eventually takes the puppet out of it, and I don't know when that is.
Yeah,
I told you yesterday. The lame answer is that it takes the puppet out of it to make sure it gets burnt.
Yeah.
That's the lame answer, is it takes out of it during the burning. But we never see that, and for some reason, Scott deliberately only leaves out Lefty to have a burning screenshot. You see Afton, you see Elizabeth, you see Molten MCI, but you do not see Lefty burning, ever.
And that's really weird.
That is very odd.
The fact that you never see Lefty burning, because,
especially in a game where he's trying to tie up
all the loose ends.
Yeah.
Lefty doesn't even show up when he's talking about Charlie. You'd think that's the natural point for it.
Mm-hmm.
Why does Lefty attack us in 6? Because Lefty's confused as shit.
That's what I mean. It could be because the puppet's being shocked. It could also be because it's a different spirit. Because the puppet should know that Michael's chill by that point, logically.
Yeah. Well, because that's the thing. I don't think Charlie has control over Lefty at all.
I just saw the word shatter Charlie. Please no.
No.
Spare me.
But no, I don't think, even if you want to go down the route of Charlie is in some way possessing Lefty, I don't think Charlie has control over Lefty.
Well, no, it's supposed to be a container. It literally says in the blueprints it's supposed to sedate the puppet.
like the puppet is encapsulated inside of it.
Yeah. So that's what I didn't get, where people were saying that the reason it's freaking out like that is because Charlie's in it. I'm pretty sure the point of that is to sedate Charlie. Like the suit is supposed to immobilize it, not make it more mobile.
Yeah.
Yeah, the puppet does attack you in FNaF 2. That is odd. But at that point,
Yeah.
it might still think it's William. I have no clue.
Yeah, and then the only other time the puppet kind of attacks you is FNaF 3, but that's a phantom, and quite frankly, I don't want to even think about how the
I don't even know if
phantoms
that's.
work.
I don't know if those are real.
I mean, it's not the real thing, because then the rest of the phantoms are real, and the phantoms are confusing. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
I look at those and I just sigh and look away.
Lefty, a possessed sentient bear. And he does not refer to, and keep in mind, chat, if we're talking about a spirit speaking through something else, I believe in these descriptions. He does not refer to Orville as possessed, or Happy Frog, because the Vengeful Spirit does speak through them.
Yeah.
But Scott does not refer to them as being possessed.
It's just Lefty? Is that the only one?
In fact, let me go look. Let me go look and see if he calls any of the... Let's see, because, chat, that'll be fucked up. If Scott doesn't say a single other one of these is possessed, then it's deliberate.
Yeah, then that's super deliberate.
FNaF, UCN, voice...
Charlie shit at protecting the
actors.
kids. Because I'm watching...
This is back from 2018. From this guy compiled all the voice at the voices.com feedback calls. All right, possessed.
Nero wants you to check DMs, by the way.
Okay. So no, chat. The only character in the entire game that Scott specifies is possessed is Lefty.
That's fucked up.
One out of
That's fucked
only
up.
one. He only describes Lefty as possessed. Only Lefty. Interesting.
You think Lefty is Carney? Not directly. In my mind, Lefty and Carney are not the same animatronic.
Orville, characters ringleader. Nightmare Rion. Yeah, Monster, which I believe this is the call for either Withered Chica or Jacko Chica, if I'm correct. Monster. That's not described as possessed. Yep. Yeah. The only character he describes as possessed is Lefty. That is very weird. That is
extremely weird.
very weird. A possessed sentient bear. Do we have the casting call for Toy Bonnie? No.
Why Toy Bonnie? I don't think Toy Bonnie has a voice, does he?
In UCN?
Yeah.
I don't even fucking remember, to be honest.
I don't think so.
The puppet is little girl. The puppet is little girl. This is for a character that's a child, so she should sound young and have an innocent voice. Compared to Lefty, the character whispers a taunt after killing the player. The voice should be menacing. A little menacing is different from innocent. Would you agree, Cryonide? The puppet is specifically directed to sound innocent. Lefty is menacing and possessed. Just a weird detail, guys. Just a weird, weird detail.
Why would Charlie be malicious in one possession and not the other?
Chilling and menacing. Innocent. Withered Bonnie. So here, chat. Withered Bonnie should technically count as a possessed animatronic. Would we agree?
Yes.
At some point in the timeline. Scott doesn't
100%.
specify.
Innocent and menacing are the exact same.
This for characters very short. Withered Bonnie, broken, robotic, agitated, low menacing, voice distortion, not skipping, stuttering. Yeah, so he doesn't specify Withered Bonnie as possessed, even though in the timeline, that character is possessed.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Foxy's not. He doesn't say we want a possessed fox animatronic. Only Lefty is specified as possessed. And chat, I'm sorry, that is weird.
That is weird.
That is very, very weird.
Because she's trapped. That wouldn't make her like. That wouldn't make Scott say that she's meant to sound menacing, though. So either Lefty got someone other than Charlie or Shattered. No, Lefty got Charlie because the puppet's there. Like, we see the puppet inside of Lefty.
I really hope to see this on Twitter after. That Lefty is the only animatronic in this entire game that Scott specifically directed as a possessed and sentient. Very, very strange.
Very, very strange.
Let's go back to our PowerPoint real quick, chat. I'm gonna put you over on the Be Back Soon because Nero DM'd me. I want to see what it is. Oh, he says he has evidence in security breach. Ooh!
Oh, Christ. Oh no. Not security breach evidence.
All right, he says in security breach. Outside the green rooms, there are 2 Endo O2 parts that Henry could have gotten his hands on as they are dirty. Let me ask him for a screenshot. Because Endo O2
what the
is...
fuck are the green rooms?
We're going to see. Because Endo O2 is the FNaF 2 endoskeletons, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Interesting.
Why is Charlie still around during the Stitch Wraith story, then? What makes you say Charlie's around for that? The puppet's there, but like the tears on the mask are gone. Which I know I think this, and I think a lot of people do. I think that means that Charlie is at that point gone from the animatronic. Like, I don't think Charlie is a part of the puppet anymore. Come FNaF 6, I mean not FNaF 6. Come Stitch Wraith.
God, dude, the only character that's described as possessed. Come on, dude.
Yeah, that's weird. That
And
has
Chet,
to.
Chet, I want you to listen to me. If you are going by like the logic of the game in UCN, which is where the voice line comes from, Lefty is not possessed because Charlie is her own character in UCN. The puppet is its own thing. So I don't think they'd refer to Lefty as possessed because in the context of Ultimate Custom Night, it shouldn't be. The actual spirit itself, the real spirit, is present in another form. Like Springtrap and Scraptrap aren't real in that game, but the puppet is.
I have to check on something real quick. I'll be right back.
All right, go ahead. I'm waiting for Nero Raven to give me his secret gravestone. Chat, listen to Beethoven. You disagree, and that is okay. Alright, now I'm gonna read the chat. Could Lefty be the Springlock suit in sister location? I really hope not. That sounds ridiculous. Chat, type in the chat. I'm gonna read. Let's hear. Raven hasn't got the screenshot yet. He's looking for it. By the way, chat, if even 3 of you subscribe right now, I will pop off in the algorithm, so that would be nice. Because even if I'm wrong, we've been putting a lot of work into this. Yeah, the voice actresses being different is strange.
Alright, I'm back.
Molten Freddy could have the crying child in it.
Yeah, that's theoretically
I'm
possible.
reading chat.
Oh shit, my mom called me when I went downstairs. Hang on again.
You're good. I don't think unsubbing would help, no. Well, let me make sure my fucking things are working. Hello? No, subscription? Just the purple god does work, okay. They do work. That's wonderful. Alright, chat, does anyone else have anything they want to bring up? Yeah, even if we're wrong, we are bringing up things that have never been discussed ever. Even if we're incorrect, we are mentioning things that nobody has ever mentioned before. That are interesting details. Alright, everyone here is probably already subscribed. Interesting, interesting. That is interesting. So yeah, Raven did find these two right here. These are Endo O2 parts, chat. Right here. This one's a foot. I have no clue what this one is. Now let's go Endo O2 FNaF. That's not what I meant to look up. Excuse me. And they are correct. That would be his knee joint. Yep, that is a Endo O2 knee joint and foot. That is a really good discovery. Why would those be in security breach? There is an Endo O2 foot and an Endo O2 knee. Like his knee. That is very strange. Oh shit. What do we think, Chad? That is pretty weird. Because that's I'm circling with my mouse. That's this part. And this part. That's this part on the Endo O2. And this part. So that's the knee and the foot. Endo O1 arm. I think it matches better with Endo O2. I think he's right. I think it matches better with Endo O2. Oh, yeah, sorry. There you go. Music's down. I think it matches better with Endo O2. This thing. That is the Endo O2's knee.
Alright, what am I missing?
They found FNaF 2 Endo parts in security breach.
Like, is that real?
Yeah, it is. It is definitely Endo
Wait,
O2.
show
and they're rusty too. I'll wish I had two monitors. Chad, go back to the screen. I'm not trying to leak my whole setup, so I'm setting them back to the back soon screen. I'll say they're deliberately rusty too, Chad. Pay attention to that. They are deliberately rusty.
Mm-hmm.
So they're very old. Cryonide. Fazbear Frights sold the props. Interesting.
Maybe, right?
Yeah. That's what someone in chat said.
Yeah, I saw that.
Some foolish guy. You truly are foolish if you don't believe Lefty DCI, the ultimate theory. That
What a fool to not believe Lefty DCI.
There, I sent it to you, Cryo.
The greatest FNaF theory
Those are rusty Endo O2 parts.
of all time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those definitely are.
Interesting.
God, I hate using anything from security breaches.
There is just so much stuff. There is so
Dude,
much
I feel like
stuff.
I do not like Security Breach. I'm gonna. This is my cross to bear. That game bothers me.
All right. Let's go see what Twitter's saying. Let's go see what Twitter's saying.
They're not saying much about Lefty DCI right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, like, let's go. Not since, like, last night.
Let me go to... Not since... Oh, they haven't said anything?
Yeah. At least not that I... unless, like, you know something else to look up, but...
No, I don't. I know Shizu made a video on Lefty DCI. Today, actually. This is the purple guy's son.
Oh, is that actually about Lefty DCI?
We got a sub. Who goes there? Pick. Thanks, Pick. Lefty DCI is a big part of it. He said we could watch it if you want.
I'll watch that on my own time.
We gotta find something else to do. Alright, well, we've gone through the PowerPoint, so I guess now we just read chat.
Yeah, we read chat for a little bit.
Alright, chat.
Okay, I do want to try to figure out, like, a timeline of events for Lefty DCI.
And we'll go to our slides.
Like, I want to try to figure out exactly what happened. So there's something I'm gonna have to do pretty soon, but I want to get through this first.
Yeah, we don't got to be here forever.
I was supposed to do something before the started.
We got out the important part, which is the voice acting call, specifying only Lefty as
the
possessed.
voice acting call. I am TDreader Feach Cyanide. Yeah, and also the scooper being like a needle.
Modman brought up Charlie Door is in FNaF 6.
Oh, Christ.
Or, sorry, Security Breach. Interesting.
Oh, FNaF 6.
Interesting. Alright, so you said you wanted to think of a timeline, right?
Yeah, I want to try to figure out a timeline for, like, how Lefty DCI happens.
Okay, so we would be...
So we're in FNAF. So I mean, we start from FNAF 2, right? So like the DCI, right?
Yeah. Let me bring my timeline tool here.
Yeah.
Okay, so the DCI would be 1987.
Yeah, that's 1987.
Okay, so we have the DCI in 1987.
Okay. Now, what did Henry do immediately upon finding the DCI?
And that's where we're fucked.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think of this. Here's the question.
Yeah.
Were they put into Lefty right away, or were they put somewhere else and then brought over to Lefty via the scooper?
I would,
because I think it's very possible, because since people were bringing him up in chat earlier, it's very possible that the DCI kids were stuffed into Carney for a little bit, and then what's it called? And then Lefty was built at the same time as the Rockstars, which was a little bit later. And then like, because it's very like the timeline I'm thinking of, right? They were stuffed into Carney because Henry had nowhere else to put them.
Yeah, so I'll say, you want to say he goes into Carney? Why, though? That's what we gotta mean. That's what I mean.
Because, there was nothing else. Because it says he could only afford one coffin. He could only make one thing.
Especially if he left the company by that point. Afford is a funny way of phrasing it.
Yeah.
Carney.
Because, in my mind,
yeah.
If we're going with the idea that the Rockstars were built post FNAF 2, which I think makes sense.
I think they were.
Then, and if they were built like from the Wizards, which is cut content, but like just to use that idea, that would mean they're post FNAF 2. So we could say that what ended up happening was from the Wizards, the 4 other Rockstars happened, and then during that time, Henry built the scooper.
Masquela, I'm reading chat. They said, has anything been said about Lefty's missing eye?
Yes.
Yes. The scooper.
So I'm about to get into that right now. Actually,
all right, go ahead. Yeah, go for it.
So, hypothetically, let's say the DCI kids were stuffed into Carney right after the DCI happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the DCI kids are in Carney. Then what happens next is FNAF 2, the location shuts down. DCI kids are still in Carney. Carney is possessed. The Rockstars are built from the withered animatronics. Meanwhile, Henry is building the Scooper. Henry uses the Scooper to extract the DCI souls from Carney. Then he builds Lefty. Now, the thing about Lefty is, and this goes into that eye injury, if you look at the Scooper from FNAF 6, which is what we're assuming Henry's using because it's in the FNAF 6 location, and Henry has the blueprints for it, the Scooper from FNAF 6 has a needle on it.
Not a scoop. It's a needle. Yep.
So what I'm thinking is, like, that is the injection site. Like, that is where the DCI souls were injected into Lefty.
His eye.
Yeah, that missing eye. You said you don't care about the molted Freddy blueprints because it was cut contents. Yeah, but I mean the Rockstars still existed, right? Like I'm not using the cut content as like definitive proof of anything. I'm saying we know that the Rockstars existed because there are children's drawings of them in the FNAF 6 office before you can get them in FNAF 6. The withered parts are used for toys. No, I'm saying this is post FNAF 2, when the toys are scrapped too. I'm saying that is when the Rockstars
line, yeah, the line is built. The line of them. Not that the Rockstars have the DCI in them. Just saying the Rockstar line is constructed after that. Builds the Scooper, and then he would extract. Maybe that's extract, huh? Oh wait, no, that's Scooper. I'm stupid. Sorry.
Yeah.
Extract.
It's called a ruined Scooper, the injector. It kind of is.
It looks like a pipette.
What if Henry extracted the remnants out of the MCI, out of Ennard, and put them in Molten Freddy? That's why the story implies he created him, if that story's about them. No, I don't think so. That would also mean that, what's it called? Like, if we're applying it to the story, then that would mean he adopted those kids in particular. And he put them into the same coffin. That's the big thing. It would mean he put them into the same coffin.
Yeah.
Stars, I'm pretty sure were built in 1983. They have 5 fingers, and Rockstar Freddy has a purple hat and bow tie. Maybe.
Yeah, Lefty's eye does emit the bracelet code, but of course Scott also added the detail that if you look at it in Help Wanted 2, it's shattered. There's damage to it.
Toys DCI can still be a thing. Like, it's very possible that toy DCI is a thing, and that, like, instead of it being Carney, that's what happens, but I don't like that, because if it's toys DCI, then, you know, where does the one suit come from, right?
Even if it is not,
unless it's Shatter DCI. Yeah, ignore I said that. That's awful. That's terrible.
Yeah. As much as I like, even if we're wrong about it being the DCI, the specification that Lefty is possessed without giving that same specification to any other animatronic in the entire game is incredibly interesting.
I am very convinced of one thing. One thing I'm convinced of for sure is that people are missing something from FNAF 6.
There's something going on with Lefty, dude. I'm telling you. There's something going on with Lefty.
Like, something is up with Lefty. And if it's not the DCI, fine. But we're still overlooking something.
The only character described as possessed and sentient in that game.
And Henry has a scooper. That has to be important.
Yeah, there's a scooper in the basement, and he has the blueprints for it. I don't know why he'd show those in the Insanity ending if he wasn't using them. The other two things he uses, Lefty and Rask. So he's just gonna show one thing that he didn't use? Come on, son.
All roads lead to Lefty. Point is, something happens with
New theory, Lefty something.
It's Andrew. A kid died of stuff into Carney and then possessed Lefty if they're the same. Well, I don't think they're the exact same.
That is an interesting take Arthur has. Lefty could be to the Rockstars what Golden Freddy is to the main cast.
Yeah, I saw that being said, and it's definitely possible. You'll need to rest at once for them to truly rest, yeah.
Especially because in the movie, guess who else has one glowing eye? Golden Freddy. He looks like Sans.
He does.
What is with characters in this series having one eye?
I don't know.
Specifically bears. Bears in this series having one eye.
But chat, I hope you know what I mean, because it's like, even if we're wrong about Lefty DCI, it's Lefty something no matter what.
Yeah, we brought up a few.
Something
We brought up a
up with
few new details today. With that,
Something is up
Yeah.
with Lefty.
the scooper, the extract. We don't know when it extracts it.
Yeah.
It's in the blob somehow, so it has to come out of Lefty. And then the big thing, which is that Lefty's the only character Scott instructs the voice actress to sound possessed for. He doesn't do any other character, any other casting call. You can go to the compilation thread that the guy made. He doesn't go, make sure Foxy sounds like a possessed fox. Make sure Bonnie sounds like a possessed rat. It's only this. A very, very odd specification.
Lefty is Sammy confirmed. Chat's getting funny about it. They think they're being cute. Okay.
Lefty
Chat,
Andrew.
I'm gonna... There's a little bit of a spoiler, chat. I'm going to make another video on this because there's something. Something's also going on with Henry. I agree with that too. Something else.
He's always been tweaking though.
Yeah, like guys, anyone who thinks Henry is like some pure person, so like the hero of the timeline or something, he doesn't have all of his marbles. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he in the Silver Eyes. He literally SDs after.
Yeah.
He's not all there.
I think Lefty is the coffin, and what happened with the DCI kids was Charlie carries their souls while their bodies were found, and then when Lefty gets Charlie, the souls latch onto Lefty. I mean, maybe.
Yeah,
But
it would be the best part would be that if like the possession wasn't entirely intentional.
Yeah.
At least if Carney.
Well, because
Yeah.
that's what I think. I think the first possession Henry does, like, because I think that happens, right? I don't think it was intentional. I 100% don't think that Henry getting the DCI kids to possess something was intentional.
Yeah,
at
but then you
all.
gotta ask,
once
why
he
the
saw
fuck
it,
does
I
he
think
put it
did.
into Carney in the first place?
Well, because he could only afford one coffin. How weird would it look? I'm imagining he didn't want to walk out of the restaurant with 5 dead kids in his arms. Like, I'm imagining he had to hide the body somewhere because he had no other way to explain why they were there. And he would have gotten, like, framed for it.
I mean, that would make sense why they were looking for him.
Yeah.
They are looking for Henry in FNAF 2. They're trying to track him down. So did he do something?
Maybe he didn't do something, but maybe it looked like he was going to be framed to do something. And so he went into hiding, and that's when he started doing all of this crazy shit.
Well, then also, if they see him stuffing kids into Carney on the cameras, they're gonna be like, huh.
Yeah.
That's a little curious.
In FNAF 2, they were trying to call the original owner.
I wonder who that is.
They were trying to contact him, and then in the week before, when they replay that, everything about trying to connect, everything about trying to contact him was cut out from the call. Like, it was edited out, and Ralph notices it because Ralph's the one who recorded the call. Like, all mention of whatever happened on night 5 is completely missing from the week before. It was edited out. Lefty, it clearly isn't its real name.
It's in the files.
No, it's on the blueprints. Do we know the latest point where Henry's alive? Lefty Henry?
I don't think Henry would sound like a little child in.
Yeah. Nothing sounds especially little or childish about
This
Henry's
is a little girl, so it should sound innocent. Lefty is meant to sound chilling and menacing.
This is a little girl. Connection terminated.
Hey. What a weird distinction between the two of them. Chilling and menacing.
They're asking if you're gonna read Return to the Pit. I'm scared of reading that book.
Unfortunately, I already have.
If Lefty was part of the band, the people didn't know it as Lefty. I mean, maybe, but was Lefty part of the band? That's what I don't know.
He's $5. I don't think so.
Rockstars were part of the security system with the security puppet, since the other kids with the bracelets, the eye color of Freddy, Chica, and Fox.
I personally think that Lefty was made specifically for FNaF 6. Because he's $5, and the others are only... The others are like, yeah, a couple thousand. The others cost actual money. Henry deliberately is trying to get Michael to buy it. Like, look, man, $5, man. You get 5,000. He has 5 purple swirls around him. He has 5 stills. He has 5 voice lines. Why is there so much 5?
There's so much 5.
5 voice lines, 5 phases, 5 swirls, $5.
$5,000. Fuck, it's everything.
There is so much of the number 5 associated with Lefty.
Okay. I think I need to go do something for a little bit that I was supposed to do before stream, but I passed out.
Yeah, I noticed.
I woke up, I checked, and was like, oh shit.
No, it was funny though. It was funny. I hopped on with the other two.
Yeah, and then I joined in to just a goddamn train wreck.
Dude, he was just getting so mad at him.
He was going off. Dude, I don't even know who it was. Like, I still don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Was that Crash Master crashing out?
Yeah, it was Crash Out Master.
Name.
Dude, I'm still waiting because the Unwithered Truth wants to come on our UCN stream, and I'm still waiting for him to reply to me. I sent him a message like 12 hours ago.
Yeah, because he said something in the Discord this morning.
Yeah, I don't know how Discord. I deleted it because I was like, surely that'll unping everyone. I don't know how this app works.
That's not how that works.
It's fine. They'll survive. It was a one-time thing.
Yeah,
right.
Everyone was just confused.
Yeah.
All right, chat.
See ya.
I'm gonna make a video on this.
Yeah, make sure you include this part.
I will.
Okay.
I'll include like a lot of this. I will be
there.
using everything that's on the.
Well,
on the
just don't use the copious speculation because that's called that for a reason.
Maybe I will, dude. Maybe I'll find a way.
Oh no, not the
Shatter
FNaF
victim
3
is the
kids.
theory that BV shat himself so hard that he shattered his soul. Good night, chat.
Shatter victim.
Good night, chat. All right. Are you gonna keep streaming for a little bit?
Maybe for a little bit. Maybe for another half hour. Let me see if I can get somebody else.
Okay. See if you get someone else in. Yeah, I gotta do stuff for a little bit. I'll let you know if I like think of anything.
All right.
All right. You take care, man.
Yeah. Chad, don't pay attention to Rye Toast being in my DMs. Nothing's happening. I promise.
Nothing's happening there.
Do not pay attention to underscore Rye Toast and ID's Fantasy being in my DMs. Nothing is going on.
Nothing's going on there. Just look at me. All right. Everyone take care.
All right. See you, man.
Bye-bye.
Can you make the full version of the I got no clues? Dude, that's everyone's favorite part of my videos, is the fucking Louis Armstrong shit. Alright, chat, what are we thinking? Have we learned anything today? Mangle, they're the same as Mangles, Endo, which is Rusty, and Help Wanted. My only problem with that is, isn't Help Wanted a game? Or, oh no, they scan real things into it, is that right? Foolish guy? Prepare for the Sigma, this night will keep... Lefty is vague, like the DCI only appears twice. That's so true. Yeah, they scan things into to Help Wanted, so they might have scanned in Mangle's like Rusty shit. That's true. We learned that Lefty's DCI is canon. We sure did. Thanks, yeah, the channel was originally supposed to be for audiobooks, then I made a FNaF video that popped off, so I was like, I'm just gonna do that, and then it worked, so. Alright, let's go on YouTube. Rockstar Fredbear exists. I don't know if that's Rockstar Fredbear or Rockstar Freddy. It does look golden, though, so it could definitely be Rockstar Fredbear. which would be super cool. Let's go over Lefty's wiki page real quick. Lefty FNaF wiki. Let's check this out. Spend eternity inside with me. The risk of 9 I don't think means anything. I think that's just supposed to be that it has the most things possible in there. Can I talk about the Sister Location Night 2 map? Oh god, in front of all these people? Fine. Alright, chat, here we go. Now, at the beginning of the game, hand unit specifically says, right? After the recent success, and even more so the unfortunate closing of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, the stage was set for another contender in children's entertainment, blah blah blah. So this bunker is constructed after the events of 1985. There is still a white dot representing the crying child in the FNaF 4 neighborhood. The bunker and the experiments are specifically made after 1980, according to Hand Unit, if Hand Unit's reliable in that, which he's not. But I'm assuming about the foundation of the company, he would be. But he says, we made this bunker after the events of 1985 MCI. And yet, while he's building the bunker, the crying child is still being monitored. Now, the other explanations I can think of, here's the wildest one. The entire FNaF 4 neighborhood is an experiment, and it's underground. And they keep bringing in new crying childs to test Remnant. That's the first theory, is that it's like the Truman Show. The entire FNaF 4 neighborhood is underground. And that white dot is not the crying child. It's another kid they're experimenting on. That's the first theory. Right? Second theory. The crying child is just in a coma right now, and he remains in a coma for 2 years after the bite of 83. Third theory is MCI 83, which I do not like. It could also be Michael, but it would be kind of fucked up to make him live in his dead brother's bedroom. But then again, Michael doesn't even have his own room. Michael sleeps on the couch. So... I don't want Bronwyn to be anything. Seeker of Comfiness, on that note about the Fredbear plush being Cassidy, we're doing our Overanalyzing Ultimate Custom Night stream soon. I have something to say about that. Yeah, the fact the FNaF 4 house has no bathroom, kitchen, or anything. Dude, what if it actually is a fucking experiment? What if the entire FNaF 4 neighborhood is a fucking fake Fredbear? Yeah, no one ever mentions that Michael doesn't have a bedroom. Michael does not get a bedroom in FNaF 4. Which either means he's William's least favorite, which I could see, or he just sleeps on the couch. Yeah, the UCN stream is coming up, and we're going to analyze every single one of those voice lines. Believe it. What if the girlie's room is actually Michael's room? Hey, man. Pink is a nice color. I wouldn't fault him. Chat, what do we think these are? There's 4 extra dots in the plush trap hallway. And I have heard the theory that it is just places where the animatronics could be. Because Springtrap and Fredbear also should not be on stage at this time. Because he should have Springtrap. That's the other thing too. There's 2 different Springtrap costumes that we see. The Springtrap in FNaF 4, this one. FNaF 4 Springtrap Sprite. You go. Yeah, so you see this Spring Bonnie in FNaF 4, and then you see this one. And they are completely different colors. There's that Spring Bonnie, and then there is this one. So there are 2 different suits. So I'm wondering if this one is the Springlock suit, and this one is just a regular animatronic. Oh my god. It does look like Scrat Trap. Oh my god! It does. It does. Is that what he replaced it with? It is. And the ear is bent the same way. It is. It's the other Spring Bonnie suit. The 2 teeth. That is such a weird detail. He changed the suits. So was he using this one? And then it got damaged, so he went back home. And he switched to... It just is a different suit. The iron eyes? Yeah. You're right, aren't you? Iron eyes. Iron eyes. Yeah. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I've never seen that brought up ever. I think you're right. Because look, chat, look at the way the ear's bent. Up and then to the right. And this one goes up and then to the right. And falls over the front. And it has 2 buck teeth, a square muzzle. 2 buck teeth, a square muzzle. You're right. He switched heads. He switched heads. Huh. Huh. Do we see the body for this, Do we see the body for this? FNaF 4 back room. Oh my fucking god. Chat, listen to me. Listen to me, 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 listen, listen, listen. Listen, listen. Listen, 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 listen. So, if this head is the same as the one we just saw, which is in the back room with this, what if, like, this body or whatever, what if all this shit is that suit? And that's how the Vengeful Spirit gets on him, because it's that kid. It's this kid, and he replaces his suit with that. And the head we just saw This head, which goes to this suit. Yeah, right here, right here, right here, right here. This head, which goes to this suit, which has a kid in it. Afton repairs himself, and that kid is the vengeful spirit. And that's how he gets onto Afton. I'm absolutely reaching, but it is very, very, very weird that what I just saw in the chat. That yeah, that head of Spring Bonnie has the same muzzle as this one. The suit doesn't have the left arm. It could just be out of sight. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. But it could just be out of sight. The arm. Ah! It's there! No! The left arm is on. Oh my fuck. That's the left arm! The left arm is on the counter! That's it! Chat, the left arm is right there. It's on the shelf. That's the suit. That's the left arm it's missing. Get jump scared, chat. Very, very weird. Yeah, so that could be how I got the vengeful spirit, because that's how. And chat, that is a left hand. If I'm, it is. That is a left hand, chat, on that shelf. That's a left hand. Wait, we're idiots. Are we idiots? No, we're not. We're not. That's a left arm. That is a left arm it's missing. And Scraptrap is missing his left arm. And what else is on this shelf? A mask with a muzzle that looks identical to his. Look at the Return to the Pit cover. What is it? What am I supposed to be looking at? That's not helping. Aha. Looks like he is he has one center tooth in this, doesn't he? Chat, how has nobody said that? Chat, how has nobody ever said that? It's a left arm. It's a left arm. That is a left arm. Square muzzle, 2 buck teeth, iron eyes, no left arm. Square muzzle, 2 buck teeth, iron eyes, left arm. How very, very strange. So is this kid the vengeful spirit? Is that so he used this room to repair himself then? I'm assuming. Cuz 2 of the things he repaired himself? Yeah, Digital Dog. There are a lot of spring bonnies in FNaF 4. Let's go look at the FNaF 4. Yeah, right here. This guy made a video about it. There are 3 spring bonnies. There's this one. There's that one. Chat, I think it's the he even has the eyelids. He even has the eyelids, guys. Look at the eyelids on top of the iron eyes. He even has the eyelids. I think that is a different head. Why would William do it? No idea. But because this is what I mean. This may mean nothing, but Cryo and I keep finding interesting things. There is an entire... And it's even the forearm, chat. It's... Oh my god. It's even the forearm. Look, he has down to his elbow almost. He is down to his elbow. And this arm is the hand up to the forearm. It's exactly where it would have ripped off. It is exactly where it would have ripped off. That is just weird. That is so weird. Does that suit have a black button? Oh, we don't see. He changed his suit because the other one forced him to follow children? That could be. I got dogs going on in the background. Hold on. Springtrap, backshots? Dude, we find something different every time we do one of these. Doggo asked about Springtrap's design, and Scott said I can't answer that. Doggo Scott interview 1. Let's look at that. This one? This is the purple guy's son. Yeah, we got another one. Thanks.
Making games at all. You know, it's always been about using.
So chat. So what we've learned from that is that he may have made his Scraptrap suit from the parts and service room in FNaF 4. He may have replaced his parts. Where's FNaF 6? Right here. All right, chat. Let's watch this.
Without anybody
let me know if it's too loud or not.
knowing anything for a whole year. Like, why? Just for the surprise.
Well, no, there actually was reasoning behind it. It wasn't just to be a troll, okay? And the reasoning was kind of complicated, and it was not a very fun. That was not a fun year. I mean, that was a game that was born out of necessity because I needed to kind of bring a conclusion to several.
Chad, how's the volume of the video
from the series? However, whenever I was in the early stages of it, and I think I'd released a very early idea that I was working on another game, but I think it was someone on Steam that just made a passing comment. It was just a passing comment. You know, nobody paid any attention to it. You know, he'd better not just start teasing a game like he always has been before. You know, because it's just not going to cut it anymore, or something like that. I don't know. It was just some passing comment.
All right, nice.
But it just made me start thinking. It's like this next game, I really can't do that. You know, I can't just do the same thing that I did before. I can't just start releasing teasers because. For some reason, at that time, I just knew that if I went through another year of just releasing teasers, that would give everybody a lot of fatigue. Like that would fatigue people. That would wear people out, and it was going to rub people the wrong way. You know, and I can't explain why I felt that way, but I just really felt that way. But at the same time, I needed to resolve a lot of issues with the story. And so those two factors combined.
Man, why did he make
that's
Midnight
the way that
Motors?
I handled it the way that I did. I worked on that game for a year in secret, all the while the fan base was, you know, getting pretty agitated that, you know, I wasn't talking to them and I wasn't working on anything. but I knew that was the way.
What
that
if the three suits are FNAF 3, FNAF 6, and
Glitch
Trap? That could be good. That could be.
That wasn't
that's a
the
good
purpose.
idea.
The purpose of it was not to make a lot of money. The purpose of it was not to build a lot of hype. It was just to resolve some plot points.
That's so odd. So Scott right there says the entire purpose of that game was to resolve plot points, and yet Midnight Motorist is still in that game. Man.
That people wanted to see. And so the result of that was me going into the dark for a year, and then...
I mean, you can say his theory's kind of dumb, but look what we just found. That there's a left arm on that table that gets cut off specifically where Scrap Traps does.
And then just dropping a game. And
he might have actually thought it would be obvious.
And even on the Steam store, it's not there. It's not there to draw a bunch of attention to itself. It's using all the.
I'm showing that to Cryonide after that left arm thing. You could freak out.
That is truly there for just people who wanted to have kind of a resolution to some of the story.
It was still a big highlight though. The surprise just I think blew everybody away though. To be honest, I mean, it's one of my favourite memories. Where I'm just, being Freddy, throwing pizzas, and then the game glitches.
Sorry, he doesn't like when people make fun of his accent.
And then you
I just think it's charming.
I always knew that it was going to be a full-sized game. I mean, originally.
What?
Split the game up as well, so you're not just always.
Need to be a little bit different.
Yeah.
The way that it's approached needs to be different too. And the reason why I brought that comment was because it just kind of reminded me.
Why? Just for the surprise.
Well, no, there actually was reasoning behind it. It wasn't just to be a troll, okay? Necessity, because I worked on that game for a.
Does he talk about it in
memories.
This one?
The biggest surprise ever.
Need to be a little bit different.
Yeah.
The way that it's approached needs to be different too. And the reason why I brought that comment was because it just kind of reminded me. It's like you can't just do the same thing that you've been doing. You can't just start releasing teasers again randomly and just expect everybody to keep caring. So I knew that I had to handle it differently. And I think that I was successful with that.
Yeah.
I think it worked out well.
Yeah, it did. Specifically as well with changing things up a little bit, you added the simulator start, so you make your own pizzeria, you put your own. It split the game up as well.
Does he talk about it in this
you're not
interview, or is
just
it a
always in an
different
office.
one?
You have a break from being scared, and you can make your own pizzeria. Simple as that.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out.
Awesome. Next up.
Oh, he didn't say it. Huh. It might be in a different interview then. But if he did say that, that's interesting.
Is Ultimate Custom Night. So this was the literally released
Scott Scrap Trap Design. Has Scott elaborated on Scrap Chat? Curious. Oh, it's in the UCN section. Okay.
Where I was, none of my jobs have ever involved making games at all. It's always been about using 3D Studio Max, obviously the modeling software that I use, and and that's a full animation program. So whenever I went to make the cutscenes, I wouldn't use ClickTeam at all. I would just go back to my old school skills, bring. And even then, there were too many characters left out, so I just kept on adding, and I found a lot of really good. I found some really good tricks to really help the program be able to handle it. Because like my biggest problem with Pizzeria Simulator, and I'm just kicking myself, was that I wasn't utilizing some of the graphic features properly. Especially with the jump scares.
I cannot wait to analyze this one.
I had these high resolution jump scares, and it would just run out of video memory, so that's why I had to just chop out frames. But there were just some really neat tricks, to render them smaller.
I think we'll definitely do a stream about all of the suits.
And you really can't tell
the way they
might look a little bit fuzzier, but they still look pretty high quality. But it just allowed me to squeeze in all these characters and all these jump scares and just all this content, really seamlessly.
Was there any scrapped ideas at all for the game? So anything that you wanted in but you couldn't, or you just didn't like how it turned out?
No, where
Do you know when he says it,
in
Lady
some of
Lucky?
the, in some of the prior, in some of the, it was really. Oh yeah, but I will say this just for the record, you know, to all of your viewers listening, I'm going to give you credit where credit is due for coming up with the idea for being able to purchase new office skins. You know, whenever offices appearing, and I think it's
Participate having the offices as reward amounts for each with the game. But are you satisfied with this possibly being the last game that you might create, the last FNaF game?
that I wasn't completely happy with, and that would become a core principle of the next game.
Yeah.
With 3, I wasn't completely happy with the jump scares, so I worked on 4. With 4, I wasn't completely happy with the storyline, so I made Sister Location. With Sister Location, I feel like it leaned a little too sci-fi and left a few plot points. Well, there were a few plot points that were really bothering people, so then I made Pizzeria Simulator. But then even with Pizzeria Simulator, even though I was really happy with the game, I don't know. I just felt like it needed a capstone. It needed some other bookend, just some experience. And Ultima Custom Night brought in all of the characters, you know, and it's been, and I think so far it's been the best reviewed of the games, which, you know, thrills me. Of course, I'm really happy to see that everybody seemed to really enjoy it. People have even welcomed a DD into their hearts after all this time. You know, it took. Everybody just leave a comment in Daco's video if you disagree.
Awkward times for me.
Yeah.
DD,
Okay, we're looking for the line.
I wasn't really bothered
he
about.
says that he can't tell Daco why.
I'm just gonna say, it's Shadow D. Does she have a?
No DD. But like with most of the other characters in this franchise, whenever I'm making them, some name immediately.
XOR or.
It's just XOR.
Okay, awesome. But yeah, XOR was just with at 50-20 mode.
my high score is still just 6,000 to the game. It's never been a goal being able to beat something that it could be beaten. And this is one of the areas where that nothing was, because I think I do agree that it might have actually been impossible to collect enough coins.
Golden Freddy.
You know, but other mechanics provided kind of on your camera, and then and it was used by everybody in a really. I mean, that's kind of been a.
Yeah,
it might not be.
I think you could actually get 30 Faz coins. By the way, I didn't try that though, because
That's why I would just have to look at that. That's why I would just have to look at that comment and just kind of nod to myself, like, "You got it. You know, you got it right, friend." But
you can't say anything.
But no one's gonna ever know. You know?
Has that been hard to do that, to stop yourself from, you know, trying to reveal?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna find it in there. The footprints belong to Lefty. He has 4 toes, unfortunately. Recipes. That is an interesting call out you made, though. That suit is very similar to the one in the back room, with no left arm. Because chat, hold your left hand out in front of you, palm up. That's a left hand that gets cut off at the elbow, exactly where Scrap Traps does. Sorry, man, you really can't argue with that. That's a left hand that gets cut off at the elbow where Scrap Traps does, and that's sitting there on the. Weird. He cut off a toe on each foot. Yeah, apparently Midnight Motors was meant to solve things, because look at, like, Fruity Maze and Security Puppet, those both tell you things. I don't know what Midnight Motors is supposed to say. So is that how the Vengeful Spirit got onto him, then? The metal hand, too? So is that bone or is that metal? That's a good question. Oh my... It's not bone. That's metal, isn't it? Hold on. I'm back. Is that a different color? Look at his bone and then look at that. Are those different colors or no? I can't even tell. It would be cool if he just like stuffed that metal thing in there as like a weapon. He has bone lips. Well, that's underneath the the model, isn't it? It's probably bone, yeah. Let's watch the FNaF 4 minigames, chat. Sire Squawks. FNaF 4 minigames. Let's see. Look at that. Hello, William and/or Cassidy. And/or the puppet. Let's see. Okay, so this, if I had to guess, right, would be the original one, the one that is in the third game, this suit, and this would be the one in the fourth game, or sorry, the sixth game. So he replaces the suit, because these are spares. Whatever ones they're using right here, those are used during the day, like this. And look, that one has a bow tie on it. I don't think the other one does. It does not. That is not the Fredbear suit that we see. That does not have a bow tie on it. The one on stage is the one in the third game. That could be too. Trying to find it. Is that the end? Yeah. This one. They could be interchangeable, to be honest, the Golden Freddy and Spring Bonnie bodies. If they're both Springlock suits. That's true. If it could be a Golden Freddy suit, but you could just put either head on it. Hold on a sec. I was gonna say that his head is disproportionately large to the rest of him, but I don't think that matters. I think that's just bad design. Okay. This thing at the tail. Let me see. Let me bring up something interesting, by the way. I was gonna put this in my video, but I never did. So this is a little bonus for you guys watching so long. I want you to pay attention to something. Ready? Ready? Look at this. Look at this. Fredbear plush. White eyes. White eyes. White eyes. However, The minute you go outside of the crying child's house, black eyes. That's a special case. I'll show you later. Black eyes. Black eyes right here. Always black eyes the minute you go outside the crying child's house. Always no pupils. The one exception is when it's looking at this girl. Isn't that odd? All the other times it's outside your house, it has completely black eyes. No possessed pupils. When you're looking at this girl with Toy Chica missing her beak, Scott decides to give it a pupil again. The one time, look, chat, every other time it's outside your house, completely, no pupils, it's the deliberate design choice, no pupils, right? It only has pupils in your house when it's talking to you, and with this girl with Toy Chica missing her beak, he'd specifically decided to give it that design choice again here, and no other time. Could that be because it's Susie and it knows what's going to happen? She says, look at my collection, and it's missing Toy Foxy. You are correct, but that is a much bigger toy. Yeah, they're in the flower. Completely pitch black eyes. Every other time you're outside, except for here, it's got the possessed pupils. This is significant, and Scott knew it was significant because he literally says, "Why is it missing its beak?" Could be Susie. I mentioned this to Gibby's Horror Homestead. I told this to him, but I didn't tell this to anybody else. I was gonna put it in my video on the plush, but I didn't, because I was like, eh. I'll bring Raven in for a little bit, then I'm gonna get off. Hello.
Cheese.
Was good.
I had a great dinner.
That sounds fire. Did you see what I was saying on stream just now?
Yes, I've been watching you the whole time.
Isn't that funny? That is weird.
Yes.
He only gives it those pupils on this screen. The other times, he deliberately leaves it blank.
Yeah, no, and the other thing is, like, the other ones that would have blacked out eyes would technically be off the Afton property.
Yeah, that one's on the Afton property still.
Exactly. So, like, if it's on the property, it needs to have the... Yeah.
So is it directly tied to their house? That's why I think it could be a camera and a spirit.
Could be, yeah. Especially if you have that one in the, like, well, Scrap Trap suit, if there's, like, a kid in there. Totally possible that there could be other spirits if William's already killing at this point.
Yeah, Chet, the playground is not their property, but it's deliberately behind the fence, which is their property. That fence guards their house or whatever. So you can literally see the wall of the house up there, chat. You see the gray at the top of the screen?
Mm-hmm.
That is the house. So if it's on their property, it is White Eyes, and the sister location private office is their property. How strange. That's very weird. It has to be at the Afton house to have that possessed effect. Weird.
The plush in the SL office does have those white dots too.
But yeah, that's their property.
Yeah.
Huh.
That is quite
That
interesting.
is very odd. Yeah, whenever it's not on their because that's still a sidewalk, I think. Either that or it's meant to say that this girl is very important,
Mm-hmm.
which could be. I don't think it's I think if Elizabeth was in this game, it'd be this girl. Not this one. That could be Susie because of the bow tie.
I just got jump scared by a Delta Force ad.
Hashtag ad. Get wrecked. All right. Huh. You want to get triggered?
Oh god.
This flower is missing a petal.
Wait, what? Oh, the stream's like slowly catching up.
This flower is missing a petal.
Oh my god, it is. Why is it missing a petal?
Is Elizabeth already dead? I can't think of anything else that would mean. There is
A sixth missing child.
there is a portrait of a wilting flower in this room.
Yeah. And it's missing one petal. And there's a vacant room.
A vacant room with a wilting flower, missing one petal.
And a broken Funtime Foxy. Or Mangle, or wherever you believe it to be. So then in that case, it would imply that Circus Baby's Pizza World was either like open around the same time as Fredbear's or pre-Fredbear's. If Elizabeth is already dead.
Missing a petal. Weird. And is that the only portrait in this house? It is. That's the only picture frame in the house.
Huh.
The only picture frame in the entire house is of a wilting flower. Man, that's weird.
What if the petal represents Charlie? Interesting.
Because you do see one kid dead in this game, which is in the Fredbear suit in the back.
Yeah.
So does that mean that the vengeful spirit is dead, but the other... Oh, that's Andrew evidence. That's Andrew evidence in my FNaF 4.
Yeah, that's Andrew evidence.
That's Andrew evidence in my FNaF 4. No.
Oh no.
Yeah, the only portrait in the entire house is a... And no, they could definitely fit another petal in there. That's a wilting flower.
And I've had a theory that Fredbear's is the same as the 1985 location too. Which, if that would be Andrew in that suit there, then
yeah,
the ball pit isn't too far.
The crying child's room has a different floor.
Yeah, it does. It has like a checker pattern.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, nice. That's cool. Yeah, that's weird. The only picture frame in the house.
Yeah, that is interesting.
I've never seen, because do you know that game like He Loves Me Not? It reminds me of that, where you pick one off. There's definitely there's definitely one picked off there. He could easily fit one in there.
Imagine if a sixth kid was planned all the way from FNaF 4.
That would be actually insane. Yeah, we were talking about how odd it is that in the back room, there is a mask exactly the same shape as Scrabtrap's and a left arm that gets cut off at the elbow.
Yeah, no, I was watching that. I was commenting the whole time too.
Dude, how do we always find shit on these that nobody's
I
ever
think you
mentioned?
need to do these every day so that we solve FNaF.
Dude, we'll be done in like a week. Every time Cryonide and I do one of these, or me or chat, we all find some stupid thing. Go back to the pigtail girl. Huh. It's deliberate. It's deliberate. It's the same flower, just different color. And there's a 6 petal on this one.
The stream is still catching up for me, so I haven't seen it yet. Yeah.
Is it deliberate? Oh, it's not the same flower? It's a different shape. Where is that room? I lost it already. That one is a big fat one by the bottom. And this one is a big... Ah, yeah. No, wait, is it rotated? It could be rotated, because that one's the same size. I cannot believe I'm analyzing a flower.
We are now analyzing a flower.
We're now analyzing a flower. So there's this bulbous one. And then there is a bulbous one.
Yeah, it does look like it's rotated.
It could just be rotated. Is there
Yeah, it does look like it's rotated.
Is there a real thin one on it? Well, anyway, we could still just say every other flower in the game has 6 petals except that one. So you could also still use the law of exclusion that every other flower in the game has 6 petals except that one. 6, and you get to her room and it's 5.
So it could mean that there's something or someone that was there that isn't there anymore.
Yeah, I think that might represent that someone died. Because they could look, you see the petal in the top right of the pink one. They could so easily have just put that in this gap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that you could easily make that 6 petals. So and every other flower in the entire game has 6 petals on it.
Yeah, no, that is interesting.
Yeah. And that's the only picture frame in the entire Afton household. So, and look how big it is too. It's like that's a centerpiece in it. Weird.
Yeah.
Weird. Fredbear plush is on a flower with the pigtail girl.
Because there is a Fredbear on a flower.
Dude, I'm so bad at going through this minigame. There we go. He's covering one of the petals.
Wait, is he?
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's the same
boy.
one that's missing. No, it's not. He's covering a petal, though. Why does every other flower have 6 petals except that one? I'm not crazy, right? He could fit another one in there. He could. Oh, he absolutely could fit one in there.
I think he could.
Huh. Interesting. I've seen the Into the Pit photo of them.
Oh, someone said Fredbear plush is a flower when Pigtails girl's on screen,
Yeah,
and
it
Elizabeth's room has a flower.
Yeah.
That is also interesting.
Mm-hmm. I've seen that. He's a flower. I'm just gonna look up FNaF flower. Flowers.
Freddy Faz Flower.
What these flowers are called. Yellow flowers. Sunflowers. Pink flowers. Let me see. I cannot believe I'm doing this. 6 petals.
Woolly daisies.
It is supposed to have 6. They are supposed to have 6. Huh. Yellow center.
Interesting.
Circular yellow center. 6. They are supposed to have 6. Six, 5. Could be that one, but the core is smaller. Different shape. 3, 4, 5. That one's darker. The flower it looks most similar to is this one. Huh. We have 50 viewers looking at flowers right now. Looks like we're doing overanalyzing FNAF 4 right now.
You know, because the yellow ones would most likely be woolly daisies.
Yeah. Those are cute. Just joined. Why are we looking at flowers? This flower is missing a petal. This is deliberately missing a petal. Look at the yellow base and how close together all the flowers are. He could definitely have fit one here. It's a conspiracy. We need to overanalyze Curse of Dreadbear. That's gonna take forever. Can we find the lobby to that online, just in a model viewer? Because I'd do that if we could. If we could fly around it. Curse of Dreadbear hub. No. Shooting 3 clowns gives you It's Me. That is true. That is weird in the barn. I think the I will put you back together line is the same as her text, but I think that's an accident. Because I don't think Scott had planned for that early on. For that to be a character. What else?
You know, if FNAF 4 and Sister Location are in some way connected, the only time we ever hear of like a singular death nearby the FNAF 4 location outside of like Crying Child is like the body in the vent.
There's a body in this vent.
Yeah.
Which, depending on what you believe, that could be Rory.
It was, do you think it was covered up? Like, at all? Or do you think it was just known to the public and they just didn't care?
I mean, the hand unit tells you that. The thing that's supposed to be like the informational system for the entire corporation just gives that information away for free.
True.
So.
Yeah, that's fair.
What the FNaF 3 mini games? Hello, DCI kids. They all have cake already. That's the odd thing.
Oh, yeah.
There's that loser. Lamau. And he's already there. So that would make sense. That's funny. Even if you don't... So it is them. It is those two in the logbook then. Right? Because even when you don't collect the other MCI kids, Golden Freddy's still here. Oh no, Charlie's not in the logbook. I'm tweaking. Sorry. Cassidy receiver, my beloved. Oh no. Andrew. How many balloons? How many balloons?
I believe there was 16
That's too many.
in the happiest area. This one.
What is this? Why is there's a tree? There's a giant tree with 3 crying balloon boys. Alright, time for biblical imagery. What does a giant tree symbolize? Christianity. Help me, Scott's religion. Tell me. The tree of life. A central image in the Bible that represents eternal life. Okay. Immortality. Well, that would make sense. I don't even want to talk about Follow Me, dude. Oh, what is Shadow Freddy? Jeez. Oh, you don't go through a glitch in Chica's Party World, do you? Oh, you do.
That giant tree could be like a marker for the dead, which that's usually like meant to represent like the cut of life early.
Wait. Huh. Huh. There's a giant tree in the gravestone ending.
Yeah, and that tree would be to represent like life being cut short.
Yeah.
Because that's usually what trees by gravestones mean, like big ones.
There are five crying cupcakes, and one of them is trying to stop the player. Interesting. Oh god, the shadow.
They almost have like a big gap between two of them as well.
Yeah. Alright, Shadow Bonnie minigame.
Shadow Bonnie time.
This one has to mean something. Oh, our glitch barely does anything with Shadow Bonnie. That's interesting. Huh. That's interesting that I saw this in the gravestone ending. There's two there's 3 butterflies, 2 white and 1 yellow, over Charlotte's grave. I never noticed that before. 2 white, 1 yellow. Golden trio. FNaF World butterflies. Are they the same color? Oh, there are yellow butterflies here. It's cute. There isn't one specific tree, though. Yeah. There's yellow butterflies, though. Dude, overanalyzing FNaF World would be an absolute trip of a stream, dude.
That would be a nightmare.
There it is. Yep, there we go. There's a yellow butterfly. And a white dove. But I don't believe that's a dove in the other one. 100% FNaF World. Yeah, it's yellow. What do doves represent? I think now we're reaching. All right, let's do. I think we've exhausted Lefty DCI for now. I think that's all. I found everything I can think of.
Oh god, I just realized I never ended my stream.
Oh, well, there you go. Free viewers, dude. Free watch time.
Whoops.
FNaF VR voice lines. We'll do a couple of these for fun. Grim Foxy? Does he say things?
He just screams at you.
Oh yeah.
By shooting the targets with that there hand
Plus
cannon.
babies,
Do
plus
your
ones,
best,
Freddy,
or I'll
Fazbear,
send you to Davy Jones'
Fredbear. I'm coming for you is one. There's more fantasy and fun where I came from. That's the original one. Let's find a suit that's right for you. Interesting. Nightmare Fredbear. He said the same things? Oh, he just laughs, that's it. Okay. Baby's lines are new in this. They're different in Ultimate Custom Night.
I guess you forgot about
Not
me.
that one's in there still.
Want to see the scooping room?
I think
It feels
though.
like...
I think this one. It feels like my birthday. Do you have a gift for me? I don't think that one's in UCN. If I'm correct. It is new. It feels like my birthday. That's a new one. That's a new line for VR. And it's the only new one. That's the only new line for her. I lied. It's in UCN. Forget I said anything. Damn it, I thought I was onto something there. Tape girl, it's a big chunk of a hand unit. It could be that she died on her birthday. That could very well be it. Alright, chat, I think we've exhausted this stream, but give me any last questions. The next one we do is going to be overanalyzing all of Ultimate Custom Night. That one's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure to watch Cryonide's video if you haven't already.
Promised them to never leave them.
Alright. Ask me questions fast. What if Fredbears and Circus Babies are the same building? That would be cool if they're connected by that red door. Check out FNaF AR Golden Freddy. FNaF AR Golden Freddy lines. I've never heard these before. Next stream is probably next week.
It's me.
Okay, it's me. That's one of them.
Are you ready for Golden Freddy?
Well, that was corny.
I'm the one who shouldn't have died, and you're...
Okay, well that's so is this cut? Oh, this isn't real. Cuz I'm about to say that what he just said is kind of okay, thank God. I was about to say, if that was a real line, there's no... I'm the one who shouldn't have died. Like, come on. If that was a real... Okay. Are there canon ones or no?
I think it's just laughter and like the kids screaming in the background.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah, the fan made that hello, I'm Cassidy, the one you shouldn't have killed for Ultimate Custom Night. That'll be a baller voice line. Anything else? Anything else? Yeah, the UCN overanalysis. We'll see what we find this time. I'm sure we'll find something stupid, because we always do. we have yet to not find something in one of these streams that's like, huh. We'll do all the FNaF AR voices another time. I gotta get going soon. This stream was actually successful, though. This had like 60 viewers throughout, and most of mine only get like 12, so... People were hyped for the Lefty DCI slideshow. I'm sorry for hijacking your stream earlier, but...
You're good. It was kind of funny. Good content.
He overslept, so I was like, I need 2 Cryonides.
Oh, so that's what he overslept.
Yeah, overslept at 5 p.m.
You know, that was so random. I wasn't expecting you to join. All of a sudden, yeah, so slideshow time.
I'll have to watch your stream. I want your perspective on that. Because you were live then, right? Let me watch that right now, actually.
Yeah, no, I was live, just like doing my Christmas stream, just hanging out with everyone, and Shizu joined, and then all of a sudden, all right, so Cryo's dead.
When was this? I don't remember.
Let me. I'll go through my
Dude, I've been
stream.
throwing hands with Foxy since like 2020.
Yeah, that was such good content. It was so funny.
$4,000.
How far in were you? Oh, here we are. Here we are.
Only had
that was
$9,000.
Jesus' video. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This was funny.
Comes out.
I know Michael was a good artist, but I don't know if
We're
William
just gonna
was
watch
a good
it.
artist. Is that the key? You have to kill children to be a good artist?
I guess so.
I just burst in.
I don't hate chat. I hate the fact that my chat is
I didn't
singing
even
happy
notice you
birthday.
bursted at first either.
I don't think you should sacrifice ghosts. Human sacrifices are way more effective.
You know,
FNaF, you're a pretty good artist too, so maybe that is. Maybe I've been missing that this whole time.
You know what? I'm going to say this right now, and I'm going to make sure it spreads around everywhere. If
I
anyone
think I'm
that
coming
is
in any second.
big, because that was like right
Any
after my
second now.
surgeries, and I had to stop working out. A guy.
That'd be funny. Chad, if you were here for this earlier, this is
Very
hilarious.
tall guy.
Cryonide overslept, so I had to raid them.
Yeah, no, I am very close.
I think
in
it
height
was
to my
at
dad.
some
He's
point,
like
like while
6'1".
I was watching it.
There is no
his
such
stuff
thing
myself.
as bad art.
Oh,
If you don't like your art, you probably haven't found your style yet.
Agreed.
Those are some good. That's a good message.
I don't know. I don't know.
Alright, here I come. Here I come.
Like, on November 11th, 1987.
Oh, I came on screen.
Dude,
when
this
it
literally
happened.
sounds like brain rot.
I came on screen when it happened. Okay. Here it is. Chad, this is funny.
Being an anime boy is one thing, but I draw the line at watching videos in 2x speed. Listen, man,
I just burst
I like
in there.
consuming a lot of content really fast.
I'm scared
Put
to
on
ever
those
go on your
zombies,
channel now if I ever have to.
Alright, here I come. Shizu, I have an emergency.
Oh, what's up?
Cryonide fucking died.
What?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, wait, when did T-Dreads join? Hello?
That's a big mystery. What?
He fucking died, dude. Can I watch your video on stream or something? I need something
Also,
to
did
do.
you like just go live and then realize Cryo wasn't responding, and then just
I don't know
like,
what
you
the
know
fuck
what,
happened.
chat, we're
What
hijacking
happened?
Raven's
I'm so
stream.
confused.
Hey, if you're gonna watch any of my videos, do not watch the one from yesterday. Yesterday, everyone complained about.
You know what? Should we watch
Okay.
one from yesterday despite Shizu?
Alright. He'll probably
No.
be here in a I don't know what he's doing. He'll probably be here in a second, but I gotta keep chat entertained.
Wait, I'm so
Alright,
confused.
busy
What's
grieving.
happening? You know what?
Chat,
going-
and then Crashmaster joined and started arguing with you.
We're crying out.
Yeah, no,
You're
Crash was
lying
so
right now.
angry.
Like your
Yes,
pal
dude.
just died.
No, he was
Angel
he was supposed to be here.
Rest in peace, Cryonide.
Yeah, no.
Dude, I
But
bet you
this dude's live right
Yeah,
now.
bro.
Say goodbye to Slack because chat's here and it's inside ClickUp.
Oh, and you gotta add huge.
Alright,
That's
chat,
huge. They made a.
Rest in peace, Cryonide.
Here, they made a fucking. Shizu made a video, so we're gonna watch that instead. While we wait for him.
The newest one is
Dude,
includes.
that was
Lefty
this was such a scuffed stream, dude.
It really was.
We got the. You saw the point about the voice actor though that we made for Lefty, right? Like the voice direction.
I think so.
Yeah. That Scott specifically called. Yeah, he says the character is
Yeah.
Lefty, a possessed sentient bear, and he refers to no other character in that game specifically as possessed. Not Fredbear, not Withered Bonnie, not the puppet.
Yeah.
That's the only voice call in the entire game that makes for a possessed animatronic. So that's what I want people to take away. That's an interesting call. That was specifically what he asked for. Because there are characters that sound more possessed than Lefty does.
Oh yeah, there definitely is.
Yeah.
like the mediocre melodies.
Yeah. So chat next week, sometime, Ultimate Custom Night stream. Narrow Raven will be here for it. He's on call right now, so if you subscribe to him, go ahead and do that.
Please do,
because he's been helping out a lot over the last couple days. So, and then he'll be on for the Ultimate Custom Night stream, which is gonna be next week sometime. And then we are working on a little surprise. You know what? I'll announce it. I'll announce it because it's the end of my stream, and it was my big master plan. We are doing a ginormous panel, FNaF theory debate with some of the biggest creators in the space. And Nero, if you want to make a community post or like a Twitter post or anything or a shout out, you can do that too.
I will do.
Yep. The plan right now is to have we currently have on board Sire Squawks, Rye Toast, ID's Fantasy, Underscore, and then Gibby's Horror Homestead. We have a lot of big people coming out for it. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
I don't know how I got here.
You just sent me that DM and I was like, oh, that was nice. Let me. I'll bring him in. So we have a really, really big panel coming up. We're gonna talk about all the lingering mysteries left. I think there's going to be 10 of us, and it's going to be so like Shadow Animatronics, Candy Cadet, and we're all going to argue because I guarantee you I'm not getting ID's Fantasy to agree to Lefty DCI, but it's going to happen anyway. So, all right. Hopefully we're excited about that. I don't have an exact date for it yet, but we're planning to do the first week of January. This will be on my channel. You're welcome to restream it, by the way, because I'm probably not. You can go live with it. I'm not gonna go live with it. I'll just make it into an edited video, but you can go live with it if you want. That could be a lot of fun. I'm gonna make it like a really because I want it to pop off because there'll be a lot of big names. So I'm gonna do it like a super hyper edited like my style usually is. So here you go. This is my way of thanking Narrow Raven. I will link you. You can be the one to premiere that, and I'll put it on everything. So that'll be a premiere on your channel while we're doing it live, and then I will just make it into an edited video later on.
Oh God. Okay.
No pressure though. No pressure.
Yeah. No pressure. No pressure. I got this.
All right. But thank you guys. That's that announcement. You can go ahead and announce that now if you want, or whatever you want to.
Yeah, I will after this.
I appreciate you and Shizu coming in clutch for the first 20 minutes there. I was like scared.
I am half of Cryo now.
Yeah, Cryo duo.
Canonically.
Cryo duo. All right, but thank you, Narrow Raven, and thank you guys for tuning in today. That was a lot of fun. But I got to go do chores now that I've been putting off for like 5 hours. So.